Shore Leave is pretty silly, but it's also a lot of fun. I mean, what can you do with a premise like this? I was praising Theodore Sturgeon's contributions to the show insofar as he credited with the script for Amok Time, the start of season 2. It's a very iconic episode, obviously. Shore Leave is not one of Theodore Sturgeon's strongest works, as far as I'm concerned, But it's quite fun in execution. It's a slightly interesting idea, although, God, just given the annals of everything that Star Trek's capable of, you have to wonder, like this is a script. If I'd read this script or this premise, I would have just been like, guys, we need something else. However, here's what the production team were thinking when they read the script. Their first thought was, is good or isn't bad. Their first thought is, can we film this? And it became quite possible that yes, we can film this. We just need a kind of rabbit costume, a little girl Douglas Alice, and a few other people to act as literary figures. A sort of green locale area. We're in California. They're not difficult to find. It surely produced itself essentially, and the cast just sort of had fun with it. As a script, reading Shore Leave would be a bit of a drag, but again, yeah, in execution, visually, it's fun to watch. It's interesting. You are kind of wondering, why is this the way it is? What's going on? It reminds you of a prototype for these sort of holodeck gone wrong episodes of Next Gen, which are kind of crappy episodes, I think, for the most part. Not necessarily. I think people like those Sherlock Holmes ones, but I remember there was a Western episode, which is people should be just ashamed over the creation of that Fistful of Data's episode, and go to Gunmen of the Apocalypse from Red Dwarf to know how to do a true Western-based sci-fi yarn. Anyway, Shore Leave. Look, it's not one of my favorites, and I don't think it's a great episode by any means, but I think it's pretty good. And I don't know, I feel like the show's comfortable. The characters are convicted. It's in a stride at this point, wherein it doesn't suffer from the dullness and the sort of flat, non-eventful, just mundanity that afflicts the show in its first 10-ish broadcast episodes. Mantrap, Charlie X, When No Man Is Gone Before, Naked Time, Enemy Within, Muds Women, Miri, Menagerie, even, let's face it, just dull. And Shore Leave is just, I guess, kooky and idiosyncratic enough, and it's watchable enough. The time flies by. Likeable and silly, not one that a non-fan would be sort of persuaded by, although, and I can imagine old traditional fans kind of turning their nose up at it, and I can't defend it from that. But again, if we're just judging these things on how sheerly watchable / enjoyable, entertaining they are, Shore Leave, it's fairly likeable for what it is. I certainly can't deny that personally.